Welcome, viewers, to Nastvafrica, an online mentorship platform where we manifest Africa's greatness. Welcome to Nastvafrica Leadership Angle. It's been said severally that leaders are made and not born. And most people subscribe to the fact that leaders are made, and some believe that they are born, they are naturally charismatic. And again, there are so many arguments from several angles that youth in Nigeria are not ready for leadership. But in the past, we have seen so many young people at student union leadership position where they have demonstrated high sense of responsibility and sense of duty. And they are able to carry out their duties, their assignments as the student union leaders in the most effective and efficient way. And now that we're going to another election in Nigeria, we are in our trajectory situation where we have to present to the world the kind of youth that we have. It's high time Nastvafrica provide a platform where we manifest all our youth with great leadership quality. We want to know their program, their aspiration, what they are doing right, and their fear and expectation from government. But we are telling you today that by the time we're done with this interview, we are going to believe, we are going to be convinced that Nigeria, we are not wanting of young leaders. We just have to pay attention. I just have to manifest them to the world. Today, I have in the studio a very charismatic young leader, the better by far president, that housed over 50,000 students, and the number one person in this institution is here with me inside Nastvafrica studio. We're going to hear from him. How did he do it? What are the experiences like? And what are the things he's looking out for in the future? And what is his aspiration about Nigeria, expectation from our leaders? We have in the studio Wale Taofeeq. And in short, he will introduce himself better. You're welcome.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Wale Taofeeq, the executive president of University of Unilorin Student Union. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's get straight to the business. Here's a lot of people have this impression about student union politics. Like it's for people that are not so serious with their academics. There's for people. So before I go into that, can I lump it up? Let's meet you and what drove you into student union politics.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Nas, for this opportunity. My name is Wale Taofeeq, a 400 level student of Faculty of Law, University of Unilorin, and by privilege, I am the student union president of that great university. So what drove me to unionism or to this position or to that quest to get to that position is that quest to better the life of that student, to be actively involved in problem solving in my immediate community. That is exactly or summarily what actually brought me this far when I was on the level I was my class rep, on the class rep of my level. So from there, every places that I go to, I try to take responsibility. So when I get to 300 level, I felt it's very important for me to hold this position to solve problems. I cling to it. So that's basically my drive.
That's nice. So what drove you into the student union leadership has been sense of responsibility over time by becoming, first of all, class rep, then try to represent the youth, your mate, even where you're not being paid anything.
Exactly.
So you have always be taking it upon yourself to represent people. Okay, fine. Now, student union, what were the strategy that you used to clean this position from 50,000 youth students in the university? That was something. And how did you do it? And what were the messages that you sent around that made them believe that, wow, this person?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Nash. I must say that there is a stereotype that student unionism is for people that are not serious, people that are not visionary, people that are not focused. That is that misconception. So I was at the back of convincing the students populace that I am different. And the only way I could have done that is to show my plans, my antecedent that indeed I was different. So I preached inclusiveness. The mantra I used was people-focused agenda, that every plan that I'm going to bring to the fore of the students is going to be focused at their development, at their welfare, and all of those things. So what is the crumble of my plans is to ensure that I'm able to give them to include them in the decision-making process in the activities of the union, and to bring capacity building programs to the fore of the students, to leave their Luther way, the strike, to demonstration and all of those things, to come to a union that truly represents the people, that truly serve the interests of the people, that truly advance the welfare and the academic development of the people. I brought about academic tutorials for students that are not that academically stable, so that they can actually uplift their academic activities. This is unlike the student unionism that we used to see. So when I told them all of these plans that I have for them, they felt and they decided that this is the man that could do the job, and they actually overwhelmingly gave me that support.
Wow, fantastic. That's good. All right, quickly, that will quickly take me to the next question. So, how far have you achieved all these promises? What awards have you been able to do? And what are the things left to be done?
Well, I must say that unlike my predecessors used to have 11 months in office, I only had 8 months to achieve a whole lot of things. So immediately I came on board, I started working immediately, constituted an academic tutorial committee that cut across all the 15 faculties that we have to tutor and mentor 100 level and 200 level students on courses that are demanding, courses that are frustrating, courses that students usually have problems. So in that way, we recorded academic excellence from the better by far students. Secondly, we organized a press conference where we brought students, over 4,000 students came to that program at the multipurpose hall for them to have an interactions with the students' union officials. They asked us questions, they gave us recommendations. That was the first month in office. So those recommendations are what we used to carry out our day-to-day activities, define our policies that we are actually on. So secondly is we organize a capacity building workshop. We tag it as workshop for students that are actually interested in learning CV writing, LinkedIn optimization, and a whole lot of soft skills, graphic designing, project writing, project proposal drafting, and all of other things. These are things that people of the 21st century have to know. So we discovered that, yes, our students have to know this since they are preparing for the labor market. So we organized this. This is unlike the students' unionism that we used to have, that are in battle with demonstration, with following politicians and all that. We are not keen to that. What we're keen on is advancing the interests of our people. So thirdly, we also organized a women's summit where we brought ladies together to educate them that politics is not for the male folks, it's for everybody. So you have to come on board to the political environment to not only engage in politics, but also in governance. On the 22nd of this month, we are cordially inviting everybody to our annual leadership summit in honor of Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Malam Soli Mustafa, the Tuachi of Ilorin, is the chairman of our occasion, where we have the governor of Kwara State as the chief host. We have the Kwara State House of Assembly Speaker, among other notable personalities that are going to make it a date with us. So in general, whether you are from Ilorin, you are not in Ilorin, you are cordially invited to be inspired, to be motivated, and to be guided by these people on the 22nd of January. See you there. And I look forward to host you. And if you cannot make it physically, you can join via the Facebook of Nastvafrica, as they will be streaming the event live on the 22nd of January of this year. Going forward, we're planning a leadership training program in conjunction with a consultant, the Positive Image Consults. We intend to partner with them to tutor, to mentor, to train, and to guide evolving leaders from our union across faculty, president, departmental president, union officials, to properly guide these people on what are needed in that leadership scope in Nigeria nomenclature. That is not indeed dead. We are also having an annual leadership summit where we bring leaders across Nigeria to come and inspire young people. A whole lot of us need to be inspired. We are bringing the Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, as their honor. We are honoring him. People admire his leadership style, his way of governance. He is a youth-friendly leader. So we want to bring him on board to come and inspire young people. We're inviting the governor of Kogi State, His Excellency Abelo, to come. That's the youngest governor in Nigeria. That is a whole lot of inspiration on its own. Also bringing a whole lot of people that are leaders across Nigeria to come and inspire young people. Thirdly, we are also planning an empowerment program. And this empowerment program is to, in the last few months, we organized a skill acquisition program. That skill acquisition program cut across photography, cut across fashion designing, hairdressing, laundry, and all of those things. So we're organizing an empowerment to empower these people, to give them the resources that they need to kickstart their skills. So we're not only giving them skills, we are giving them the resources that they need to get started. That is basically what we do in this student union, unlike the conventional unionism that I embarked with.
This is limited time, considering COVID-19. You have really achieved so much. I'm very proud of you. That's a very good one. Now, briefly, so we're ending up. What were the challenges that you met and that you faced briefly, and how you were able to overcome them?
So I would say that the challenges that I have faced are not challenges that are not surmountable. I've had it all good with the university management. They have been supportive. Unlike other unions that they are always at spar, they are always having issues with their university management. For all our agitations, all our dissatisfactions, when we meet them, they try as much as possible to help us to settle them. I've had it so good with my executive too. The only challenges that I can say for free that I have faced is challenges of time. There's no time. This is 8 months. I have academics, I have personal life. So it has been pretty difficult to juggle time management, to juggle academics, administration, then the politics, because there are lots of politics that we play too. So we have to juggle that up. I also have conversation in a political environment that we are interested in. So we are juggling all of these things that have been challenging.
Thank you very much. The challenges is a question of time, and how do you combine all activities within limited time? Okay, very quick one. I'm going to ask 3 questions now, and you lump it together. One, is a student union politics a good starting point for an aspiring politician in the real world? I'm asking that question. The second one, what's your take on direct primaries, and how have you been able to cope with school student politics and your academics? A lot of parents are discouraging their children from participating because they feel it affects their education. In those days, we used to hear expulsion of a student leadership. So how have you been able to cope with your grade, with everything? Let me answer those 3 questions.
Well, let me start from student union politics is a starting point. In fact, it is the best starting point for us to enter politics. I could tell you that the former governor of Osun State, Wale Taofeeq, was a union official in the Polytechnic that he graduated from. We had Governor Fayose, who was also an Aluta person. We have Governor Fayemi, the incumbent chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, used to participate in unionism. We have Sowore used to participate in unionism. So that exemplifies the fact that unionism has always been that bedrock, that background for us that are interested in politics. But maybe that unionism has been bastardized. People have used it for a whole lot of personal gains, they have abused the processes and a whole lot of other things. But that still cannot deviate or deny us the fact that that is the foundational basis for people that are truly interested in the Nigerian political environment. So I would say that that's a very good start. Then for my opinion on direct primaries, I would say that in the last National Assembly, I think that's the 8th National Assembly, they passed the Not Too Young to Run bill to alter the constitution so that younger generations can actively participate in not only the political aspects but the governance aspects of Nigeria. But it has been a mere paperwork that did not see the light of the day because of indirect primaries to me. Because no matter how popular you are in your ward, if one person as a ward chairman, as a local government chairman, decides that you are not going to fly, you are not going to fly as a candidate. But if we have direct primary, so I must also commend the sagacity of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, because he's the sponsor of this bill. He brought this bill to the National Assembly. I must commend that gesture of bringing it to and the Deputy Senate President. That is a commendable move from their end to actively involve the youth that are exceptionally acceptable in their community to have access to governance.
But I think the electoral bill has been at the forefront since 8th Assembly, that the president rejected that time, and maybe it was sponsored maybe by the 9th Assembly.
Yes, this has been ongoing for long, but then I can say, but then it has been, we have not young to one bill in the 8th Assembly. It was passed by the president. But this indirect bill, that was an issue that was not passed, it could not resolve in the then National Assembly. But then this National Assembly took the courage to kickstart it again, and they were able to pass it. And that shows the intentionality to actively involve the youth. So I would say that it is deeply appreciated. And for the youth and for student union leaders, we are happy, we are joyous that the direct primaries is coming at this crucial time. And we're imploring the National Assembly to veto that assent of the president, because this.
So you're going to be part of the people that want to petition the president for that bill to be vetoed, or to be signed. I think a lot of young people in Nigeria want direct primary. And again, what advice do you have for the party or for Nigeria youth in terms of voting by next election?
So my advice for the Nigerian youth that are interested, or whether you are interested or you are not interested, any government that will have affect you, so you have to be interested. You don't have a choice but to be interested. So that's the first advice. The first advice is, please be interested. So there's no point saying that your vote does not count. If votes don't count, politicians won't pay for votes. So secondly, my advice for the Nigerian youth is to vote personalities, not political parties. So let's say you have a youth that have visions contesting in PDP. I will have a youth that for Senate, and in the House of Representatives we have for APC. And you think that this PDP candidate that is contesting for Senate would fit more for the interest of the people, but in the House of Representatives, APC, the other party is going to fit more. You vote personalities. You don't go for parties and say, irrespective of the candidate that is sponsor, you support them. No, we should not do that. Ahead of the 2023 election, vote personalities, don't vote political parties. Take responsibilities, be involved in the political processes, and not only political processes, be involved in governance.
That's the word. Be involved in the political process and be involved in governance.
It is very important. So as much as electionary processes are ongoing, don't only vote, mobilize for people that you believe in their vision. So you see somebody that is struggling, but they have that goodwill, they have their visions, they have their mission, support them. When they get to power, don't leave them, support their governance.
Ask them questions. Challenge them. Hold them accountable.
Keep them accountable. And that is how we can have the better and the best Nigeria that we as
very much. Wale, if I allow you to keep talking, now I know why the University of Unilorin elected you as their president. You're such a wonderful orator, and your vision and your knack for delivery is superb.
Thank you very much.
That's very good. And I could see so many people talking about you. Yes, and so Nastvafrica will always be ready to partner with the young people that are trying to make Africa great. And what we are doing today is that we are manifesting African young personality to the world, because this will go viral, like very well. To let them know that Nigeria youth, we are not only Zazu. Yes, and we are not only we can deliver. We are not, Nigeria youth cannot be categorized or labeled as Fadi youth. We have youth that are quite serious, that can get it done. So I think if you are watching this as a leader, as a responsible Nigeria, I want you to know that Nigeria, we are ready. The youth are ready to take over the battle of leadership, and the mantle of leadership, and they are ready to battle it all out, constructively, creatively, and innovatively, without mindset. So finally, in one word, what's your hobby?
My hobby is I like traveling. I like hanging out with people. I like networking.
Good. Your favorite quote.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never give
Give
up.
up. Yeah, that's what. Never give up. Well, thank you. This is where we call it today. We so much appreciate your coming to Nastvafrica Africa. As you can see that Nigerians are quite ready. The Nigerian young people are ready. Please stop saying that Nigerian youth are Yahoo or just love to dance or many. No, we have tremendous high number of them in tech, in politics, in economics, in enterprise and entrepreneurship, and they are doing wonderfully well. So we call it a day today. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, NASTV_Africa, and follow us on our social media handle where we churn out a lot of things about Africa, about Nigeria, how things can be done, and the best resources that we have in terms of human and the natural resources. I remain my humble self, Nasser Abdulkadri of Nas TV Africa, where we manifest Africa's leader. Thank you and God bless.